Hello everybody, welcome to Fate Grand Order Babylonia episode 10 anime review. Are we halfway there? We're, roughly halfway there. It was another episode of coolness. We met a new character. I forgot her name. It was hard to pronounce. I wrote it down low, so, you can laugh at my pronunciation when I do that. We also had Tiger showed up again, Jaguar Man, who they changed the subtitles to Jaguar Warrior. That was pretty weird. Why did they do that? It's just Tiger though, isn't it? Ishtar being the best again. Them acknowledging Fujimaru is he's a harem main character to the extreme, and I like the self-awareness of that. What else happened? God, a lot of stuff happened. They're after some magical axe, and yeah, a lot of stuff went down. And anyway, yeah, if you can't tell, I'm enjoying myself every week at this point. It's really good, isn't it? It's way better than I was expecting, and I'm gonna stop repeating myself, but it's mental. But anyway, let us crack on with the episode, see what went down and everything, because blimmin' hell, let's just do this thing. So we open up with your boy Gil, welcoming everyone back. I don't know if I'm allowed to call him Gil. People might get mad at me. They're like, you are not his best friend, you cannot call him Gil. He is Lord Gilgamesh to you. No, he's just Gil, man. Yeah, he welcomes everyone back, has a little bit of back and forth with Ishtar. Then the woman, whose name I don't remember because she's not a servant, or can't become a servant, she's like, children, stop fighting, basically. She's, talking to a literal goddess and the king of the city, and she's like, just be quiet. You're terrible, the both of you. Special axe is what they're after. I forgot what it was called. The axe of something. A special axe, basically. It's in Eridu, which is down south. South? South is down. Good. I didn't make a complete hit of myself then. That would be bad. We learn who the third goddess is, and are you ready for this? It's Quetzalcoatl. I probably butchered that, I'm going to be honest. Quetzalcoatl. I'm just going to call her Ketz, or Quetz. Ketz works. We'll call her that because it's short and it's hard to mess up Ketz. I gave it a try though, so that's all we can ask. But yeah, while they're talking, oh no, the gate's been destroyed. Who could it possibly be? Of course, it's who we were just talking about. It's old Ketz. She's blonde. She's terrifying, actually. She's killing some people. The party stops her though. Mash gives a big old kick. Good to see Mash doing stuff again. It feels like she's been just holding the shield for a while, and everyone else has been doing things. That's fine, she got a kick in. And yeah, then she speaks a bit. She's very pleasant, but she's like pleasant in the same way that a serial killer is pleasant. Like, she's like, oh yeah, that's great and everything, and then she kills you. I was going to say she's evil, but we learn she's not. But she's a scary lady. That's all I'm going to go with, old Ketz. She is a scary being. I think that's a good way of putting it. So, correct me if I'm wrong, because fate law, right? So she's got to be in the body of someone as well, right? Because, Ishtar's in Rin's body, what and all that. So surely Ketz would be in someone's body as well, because she's also a divine spirit. Or am I getting that wrong? This person that their body they're in, it's probably not someone we know from, the millions of other things. But surely that is someone's body. Let me know if I'm right about that, because you know how fate law is. You know, I've just got to make sure, man. But yeah, she asks Fujimaru to marry her. She's like, marry me and I'll be on your side. And it's like, I'm just there thinking, well, the choice is obvious, really. You marry her, and then she's on your side. Divorces exist, Fujimaru. Also, once you've solved this, you won't be married anymore because it'll be over and she'll go away. Like, really, logically, it could have solved it right then. But then she's obviously like, nah, just kidding, I'm not actually going to do that. That would be bad. Says she's going to kill all the humans one by one because that's how she prefers to do it. And it's like, oh, okay, you are a scary lady. Back to that. She's like, I can't even think of the word to describe her, but she terrified me a little bit. Then after that, she leaves on a bird thing and says, I'll be back to attack tomorrow. I call it a bird thing. I'm not too sure it's a pterodactyl. It's a thing. I'll be back tomorrow, and then while they're like, the party's regrouping, like, what are we gonna do now? Just Jaguar Man is probably the better way to say it. Just picking up all the corpses and collecting them. Yeah, she's working for Ketz. Anna throws an attack at her. Anna doesn't like Jaguar Man. Like later on a bit, she's like kill, 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 and it's like bit harsh, Anna, but fair enough. You don't have to like her, just accept it. Then she leaves as well. They return to Gil. He has a side project about. You don't really know too much about it. He's just like, Gil's side project will be in danger. And they're like, what's that? And he's like, I'm not telling you. Or he's like, no, it's not a real thing. No. And so he's obviously got a secret weapon of some sort that's going to help them. Be nice if he could inform the rest of the party about it, though, because they are your they're your best fighters, Gil. Come on, because like Benkei left and Ushiwaka and the other one, Leonidas, are no more. So you need to trust your best fighters now, Gilgamesh. Simple, not simple. Then we learn more about Merlin. Merlin's peeping won't work on the goddess. She'll basically nuke us if we do that. And it's like, you know what? Peeping's bad, so I think that's a fair punishment. Roman's plan is infiltration. Here's where the temple is. Go get her. Basically, destroy the temple because she's not a goddess of this land. She loses her buff. She gets debuffed, basically. You're reducing her power by taking out the power source. Let's go with that. It's a very oversimplified way of it. I know. That's basically what they're doing. So yeah, their next mission: defeat her and get the axe, because they're in roughly the same. They're in the same general direction. So, that's going to be a thing. That's going to be good. She looks like she could put up a lot of. She's like a goddess of the jungle, or is it the sun? I think it might be the sun. They said the sun, didn't they? I think that was the name of the episode, actually. So maybe it is the sun. Although I really should learn my lore better. That's the thing I'm learning from this year. So on the walk there, Mash is talking about basically she's bloody terrified, and I'm like, Mash, I can't argue with that. That's a 100% agree with you. She is terrifying. They're talking about how her mother would be Tiamat, because she said her mother made her do this, but Tiamat Gorgon's got the authority of Tiamat, so they're sort of involved there. Wasn't too sure what they were going on about this. Later at night, Ishtar is talking to Fujimaru again, proving that she is just the best. She sneezed again and turns blonde, and this time they didn't even try and hide it. It was very clear. And then also a bit after this, I guess I'll say it now. They're talking about the Three Goddesses Alliance, and Ishtar's like, I don't even care about the third Three Goddess Alliance. So I'm thinking brown haired Ishtar, don't want people to get mad at me, isn't too bothered, but then blonde Ishtar is the one that's for it. I guess. I know they're sort of the same person, but not really. I'm gonna look forward to when that gets explained properly, because people have told me it will, and I'm just waiting. Probably be a few episodes, I imagine. But yeah, Ketz is a good god, we learn. Ishtar's like, yeah, he's a god of all things good. And I'm like, is she? Is she really Ishtar? Look at her. Look at everything she's done. Look at her evil smile. I don't think she's good at all. I think you're crazy. But yeah, so in order to beat her, they're going to have to use evil. And I'm like, well, do they have anything evil on their team? Maybe. I don't know. He's Ishtar's first friend. They're all nice and everything. It's great. Fu shows up and basically tells Ishtar go to bed. He's like, go to bed. Go to bed. Not Ishtar. Fu is is he a cock blocker? I think he's a cock blocker, which, there's been a lot of that this season. Poor Fujimaru. Every turn he's getting cock blocked, so hey, that's what dojins are for. Am I right? Am I right, lads? No. And then before she leaves, she says his name all cute she's like, Fujimaru, backer, and I'm like, Ishtar's best girl, isn't she? Is it up for debate? People will debate it because it's fate, but let's have a fate debate about waifus another time. Sig rhyme by me. Moving on. Next day they just ignore Jaguar Man, just keep standing in front of them and they just walk past her, which is very mean, and a bit harsh. And then they also do the old people die when they are killed bit. They're like, you know, servants die when they are killed, right? And I'm like, you know what? That's a reference right there. I understood that reference. Good job. I feel like I've heard that reference in another show fairly recently. And it was in the Ari Ferretta light novel as well. That people die when they are killed. I feel like it's such a stupid line, right? But it's become legend. I love that line. And I bust it out in regular conversation when it's not at all relevant. So I guess it's done its job as a random quotable line. Yeah, then they recruit Jaguar Man basically by Fujimaru being a harem master and flirting very good, and you know it's not even difficult. I can't remember what he said, but it worked immediately. They're aware of it too, because Merlin's like, Fujimaru, you've got to do your thing, and he does his thing, and then she's on their side. You know, I don't. It and the worst part was I was looking, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Fujimaru is an anime main character through and through. He's a good guy who has a way with words. Good job, Fujimaru. Yeah, they get to the village or whatever. All the people that we thought were dead were still alive because Ketz was reviving them after killing them or something. You know, and they're just being kept there at the place. You know, pretty weird. And then Fujimaru reckons that he can talk to her, but then he's like, I'm not going to talk to her with my words. And I'm like, what does that even mean, Fujimaru? Are you going to talk with her with your fists? Because that's not talking, that's fighting. Also, you're not going to do the fighting. You're going to get your collection of 6 servants, only 3 at a time though, to fight, you know. And yeah, she's just up ahead. So I assume next week that'll be primarily what we do, is fight. We fight old Ketz. Should be good. Should be good indeed. Maybe they'll even recruit her to their side. At least they'll defeat her though, you know, I think. Also, that was the end of the episode. Slight side point. Do you think this show will have 2 openings? Because it's 21 episodes. You know, and that is enough for 2 openings. But it just feels kind of weird. Like, when do you switch, you know? After episode 12, do you switch next episode? Episode after? Who knows? I don't know. I don't think they've announced any new openings yet, so, I mean, I quite like the opening, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode, as I said. I think I'm still, like, waiting for another epic fight, like, you know, the Ushiwaka bit, and I think we're going to get there towards when we get to near the end with the big old, I assume there's going to be a big old fight, a big old fight. I think that'll be awesome. But for right now, I think the fight against Ketz will be cool. Jaguar Man can be an ally, and that's good. Wondering, I mean, have we met any other servants? I'm trying to think who's left that we haven't. I think we've got them all, right? Benkei's obviously out in the wild somewhere. Don't think he's going to show up for a while. Who knows though? Who knows? I hope it comes across how much I'm enjoying this show, because it's good. It's well animated, and that's probably the best thing I can say about it. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing and liking and commenting and belling and all the other things that YouTube likes it when you do. Check out more reviews as well on the channel. There's a lot of anime, don't you know? Check out the main channel as well. There's stuff on there. More stuff to come. There'll be a ranking video of everything I watched this year at some point, so check that out when it's out. It's not out yet, but when it is, you'll know. I will see you next week for another episode of this, and bye guys.